Good morning from Arizona. How's everyone doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you again for joining me. Thought I'd show you guys an update on the garden. So, as you can see, most of our wild stuff that came up during the spring is leaving us at this point. But things are opening up. Isn't this beautiful? It's dead most of the time of the year. It's called white ratany or something like that. It's beautiful though. So we're going to kind of look around. And the first pit we come to here is the one that we built last fall. We have okra coming up down here. Okra, some okra. There's a moringa in that hole. Squash, and another moringa. And back here, we have a squash that's not doing so well. It's getting too much sun. But we have some okra came up here, and okra came up here. This one didn't pop, and this one didn't pop. Now over here, sorry for the glare, guys. That's corn that didn't come up. So, pretty much going to give up on corn here. I've tried twice, it doesn't do well. Now we did move the water tank. I got to move this grate. I didn't like where it was setting. I might move it right over here. But right now, it's fine where it's at. Now down here, this next one, we have our sunflower, random seed. We have a squash. We have some more okra coming up. This grape made it, and I'm really happy about it. Now these grapes and that grape are doing pretty well. Grapes, and it looks like I'm thinking I'm going to leave them on. Grapes here. I'm pretty happy about that. Harley, dog out. And then down here where I got my dog chasing a lizard, I have a moringa tree. There's a moringa tree underneath this, right there. More sunflowers came up. Looks like a squash got washed down here. Don't know what that is. Could be sorghum. I did put sorghum in here. We got more okra, and okra. All the prickly pears are done, but now we're starting to get the tunas on. Pretty happy about that. I'm also happy about this. I kind of walked by it. Excuse me. So our wolfberries are in the going. Me and Dana have been snacking on these guys. They're so good. And they're native. This palm tree came up, and while I'm at it, let me thank Connie and Bobby for the new palm tree to replace the one that died. They also gave us a mesquite tree, a palo verde tree, some peppers, tomatoes, and a red grape. And they're all doing well. I'll show them to you. Now our citrus is bouncing back. And this one too. And the lime is bouncing back. So that's really good. As you can see, I've started my mulching process. More wolfberries. Let's see if I can get one. That one's gonna dry. That one's not. Delicious. Now, we put a mesquite here, and we put the Palo Verde right there. So what we're hoping for is a 2-tier layering of trees on this side of the bus. So you have the mesquites come up and the poplars in the back. Man, that's actually good. As we make our way around, you can see the poplars are growing like weeds. All this white stuff you see is diatomaceous earth. We've got grasshoppers. Now, over here, we got our first artichoke. Cut it out the other day. A lot of work for not much. I've never had an artichoke before, but I don't think I'll have another one either. But it's a pretty plant, and we've got neighbors that like them, so they can have them. Now the watermelons are coming up. There's a cantaloupe down there, and that's a chicory. As you can see, some of the clover's blooming. Dandelions are getting ready to bloom. Kenny the avocado is doing great. It's getting big. Thank you again, Brenda. And speaking of thank you, our friends Jason and Mindy gave us this goji berry. So we have this goji berry, and it looks like some more sorghum or something we got in here. Now we did have some pop-ups. I'll show you one. Surprised me. And it's getting to a point where I need to go ahead and pull it. This is down here on the key line level that I'm working. That's weed. How it got down here, I don't know. The bed I'm working on. But up here, the ones we worked on last year. More watermelon coming up. We have zucchini down here doing well. We have a zucchini on this side doing well. So I'm pretty happy with that. We've had a return of the buffalo gourds here. And up here we have, there's a cantaloupe. That's a honeydew. The newest fig that we got. And I've got to replace this already because this one is growing a lot faster than the other one. That's how much growth we've had on it since we put it in. And that's not a long time. Now we did find out, it appears that we can grow clover pretty good. So we're going to do that next year. Our kale's all going to seed. And there's another watermelon. So this is the bottom layer. Now, on a separate video coming up, I'll show you what I've been doing up here and going down. It all ties into this. So we'll take a look at that in a little bit. In case you didn't smile this morning, just rub Boots' belly. So, quick walk through. We'll take a look at the salad garden. So that's the grape. And that's a red grape. Now in here, tomatillos. The dill's going crazy. Spinach is starting to go to seed. Most of it already has. There's moringa. More tomatillos. And more tomatillos. So on these tomatillos, planting 2 at a time, so that way, you know, they... I'm doing a video here. That way they kind of fertilize themselves. Thyme. Parsley still going. This dill looking great. And some oregano down there. These are peppers and onions. And we have cherry tomatoes coming up. Doing well. Another poplar tree. That's in here. So let's keep going around. Now our maggot farm experiment has been working. We're getting maggots in there. Our chickens love them. Now over here, we've got the loofah coming up. I put in a new bed, sunk this one down. So I dug it down like I did this one. Dug it down about 2 feet, and I filled it up with goat manure, with some sand, other organic material, and we put okra in here. And you must be thinking, this guy really likes okra. I do to a degree, but not a lot. I mean, I like it pickled, but there's a restaurant in town that can take all the okra that we could grow. So here we've got sweet potatoes, and they're adjusting to the bright conditions. We still got some carrots coming up. Now most of the radishes have already been pulled. And carrots. Now over here we have okra coming up in these pits. Okra coming up in these pits, and okra here. Now we do have moringas coming back. And I put a Roma in here. And it seems to like where it's at. Got tons of Romas. Pretty happy about that. Another Roma. Notice the spacing, big spacing. Hoping this moringa comes back. Under here we have our blackberries. I've given them a little bit of shade because we've officially hit our 90-degree mark. I think these are squash that escaped somewhere. The pomegranate that blooms on it. Back here we have Malabar spinach. And then I've got 3 more okras in here. Another squash. You can see we have peppers back here. Another tomato. The nectarine is doing good. Popped all the nectarines off of it on this one. Poplar. Now on our potato pits, they are starting to get filled back out. All these are filled up. So these pits go down about 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep, and they're built up here. Now, our spinach back here, spinach back here. There's another one over here. Now, on the back over here, they haven't popped up yet, but I know they're alive. I checked. We have yams. Another potato pit. And we're going to let the daikon bed just set. Let all this stuff die down, rot in the ground. And we'll do lentils across here. Get it ready. Luna, the pomegranate, doing well. We've got 2 different types of eggplants in here. Japanese version and I think a black beauty. More squash. Radicchio. Not strawberries, but radicchio. Now, this guy died back with the snow, but it's coming back. We got red okra in here. The peach tree never popped, so I'm trying some drastic measures on it, and the same thing with the plum. This guy's got new growth on him. Get it in there. But it's coming back up, so I'm happy about that. We got a potato here. This is called a scorpion weed, not the chicory that's inside. That's the white flower. This flower. It's a scorpion weed. nasty, kind of like a stinging nettle, except a little more intense. And that's Egyptian spinach. And over here we have radicchio going to seed. This fig's getting big. We got more Egyptian spinach over here. And then our cabbage is going to seed. The guavas, pineapple guavas, got a lot of new growth on them, so they seem to be happy. We have another watermelon and another cherry tomato. So this one and the little one over here, it all got hit with that snow and the frost, but it came back. So must be doing something right. Hadn't really mentioned it, but almost 2 months ago, we added to our fertility. Ragnar. What's up, big boy? He's a pretty boy. And then she's such a friendly, and she's about to pop. Ooh, happy tail. So it helps us with our fertility. Hopefully we're gonna get some milk, and we're learning goat husbandry. But other than that, guys, I like to say, be good to one another, be happy. Gastaveria is blooming. In case you've never seen a Gastaveria bloom. And the girls and the cactuses are doing well. But be good to one another. You know, try to get along and be happy. Other than that, I'll do a separate video on the newest water feature coming up, caption. This one's pretty interesting. It's different than the rest of them, and I've laid it out a little bit differently. So I'll be doing that probably in the next few days. I should finish up. Other than that, Dirte says goodbye, and I say have a good day, man.